This song which the children sang is very close to my heart also. And I know that it is close to many of your heart. And this song is for a very special person. He is watching, she is watching through the latest technology. She is watching her daughter sing this song. And we love you and we wish you all the best. Thank you. I am because you are. You are because I am. This is one of the phrases of Ubuntu, which is an African tribe. Today, when it started with that particular song and reaching here, we all should realize that I am, it's because of you, and you are because of we are. Children, when I say I am because of you, the first person that should come to your mind is your parents. They've sacrificed so much for what you are today. You might think life is rosy. Yes, they struggled to make you what you are today. The second set of people which makes I am because you are your teachers. Whenever they smile at you, whenever they show an angry face, it's only show an angry face, they're not angry at you. Or whenever they are teaching you, they are the people which makes I am because of you are. The third set of people is that your friends. Good friends are the one which props you up. And the fourth set of people which are I am because you are the society which we live in. The people around you, the drivers which take you to the school, the shopkeepers, everyone around you, the society. Today, I think I'm going to talk about an incident which happened a few years back. This was during the peak of COVID. Few of my friends, a part of the social group, we realized at the peak of COVID there was a lot of people who would like to go home, go back home, get treatment, especially the society which we were living in. And what we did was we chartered flights, almost 25 or 30 of them. And there was one incident which made me a lot emotional, and I cried in the night. A flight was just about to take off. The last few passengers was trying to check in, and the flight was overbooked. A man came running, a young man came running and said, "My mother died." And he said, "I need to go home to light the prayer. I don't have a brother, I don't have a sister, but I have to reach home." There was this person who was in a wheelchair, and he was one of the last passengers to check in. He was going for an operation, which was a very serious operation, 2 days later. He said when he heard this, "I would like to give up my seat for this gentleman. Let this gentleman go and be with his mother for the last few minutes, or let him see his mother. And he stood away. A man who had to do a very serious operation. They don't know each other. They've not seen each other any time. And probably they don't even know each other's name, each other's religion, nothing they know each other. And there is a person who gives up a seat even though his operation was due 2 days later, to a person who's a stranger. That's what it means by what you heard just now. I am because you are, and you are because I am. I believe this is the most important point for any leader. You're not an island by yourself. You are what you are because of the people around you. You have a lot of talent. And this talent, and most of us will use the talent for our own growth. But when you use this talent for yourself, also use it for the society. That makes you a leader. I'm going to be a little more personal this time, and my speech is going to be a little more personal. Because I have watched my father, who has been a leader, and when he passed away, I thought there was something special, because when he passed away, and at his funeral time, I had about 150,000 people coming to pay his respects. People which I didn't know, people I didn't hear, people I've never seen or heard of them. And each one had a story to tell about him. So when I started analyzing, there were 4 characters a leader should have. One of the characters which I think very strongly believe in is hard work. This also makes you a successful person, I would say, these 4 characters. That is hard work. When you work hard, you make yourself as an example to the people. The second character which I can talk for hours about these all 4 characters, but I'm going to summarize it as much as possible. The second character which I found was that you have the urge to help a person, a fellow being. This is where every morning when my father gets up, he prays to the Almighty that he should be able to help at least 2 people that particular day. When you say 2 people, just imagine how many days are in a year? 365. Let's count 350 for a calculation purpose. You help 2 people. That means you are helping 700 people a year. And 700 people, let's imagine 1,000 people try to help 700 people a year. That you do the maths. So let the change be ourselves rather than the change be someone else. So helping people is one of the very important character a leader should have. The third character, which I think is very important, this purifies yourself as a person and purifies others also, is that we should not have any hatred for anyone. We are human beings. When we are human beings, there is a tendency that we get upset with people, we get hate people. But what you have to do is, how do you cleanse yourself? End of the day, you should ask for the forgiveness. You cannot meet a person and ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness to the Almighty, that if you have hurt someone, forgive me. At the same time, you should also forgive the person who has been upset with you, or somebody who has been, things like what happens around you. So you forgive the person and you ask for forgiveness. That makes you a great human being. There is one more character which, when you grow up and when you go into the wild world, which you will see is that there is a lot of unfair things which is happening. He raised his voice when he saw something which is injustice. In any injustice, you need to stand up and raise your voice and say, this is unjust. So these are the 4 simple characters which is required for a good leader. Build it up. By the time you get into the wild world, you build it up so strong that you or all become a leader. No leader is born. Leader is made. And how do you make it? Take these characters and take it with you. There is something which a leader should always think about. Your words and your actions are so important. So it always reminds me about a verse from Rubaiyat or Markhayam. A little bit strong for you children, but probably the parents can take it home with them. Moving fingers right and having written moves on. Nor all thy piety, nor your wit can lure it back or cancel half a line. Nor all the tears can wash out a word of it. So, thank you very much for the glowing tribute you gave me, and I don't think I deserve it. But children, take this opportunity to learn. Take this opportunity to understand. Build your character. That's the only thing which you can take with you. And one more thing I would like you to do. I know that you guys have not given a hug to your parents for a long time. So go home, give them a big hug, and probably a wet kiss also, and say thank you. Thank you very much.